What's going on, y'all? It's Sam out here again, and I'm out in the garden with Poppy. And I think I'm gonna do a little tour here. It's been a while. It's been about a year since I posted the last garden update, and it's late summer again. It's just the first week of September, and we're gearing up for the fall season. But a lot has happened over the past year. If you've been following along on the Instagram and Facebook, you know that we had some chickens now, but also we done some work, got this whole side of the yard in production. We did some tomatoes and things here in the spring, but it's been cover cropped all summer, as well as this side. We just started taking down the cover crops in here. You can see the vetiver grass has really established itself, but I can say it's definitely been the napier that has been keeping us going. They hear me out here, so I'll take a look over at the chickens, walk back into the food forest area. Everything's still small out here, but the ground covers are lush. We're working on establishing the soil in these beds. Wow, you just want to be the center of attention, huh? There's a bunch of roosters in here. We're working on rehoming them right now, but they're quite loud at the moment. Yeah, there's 3 roosters right there. They're pretty. They're nice birds, but too loud and too many roosters for us to feed. You can see the mulberries growing in. We have papayas everywhere. This is an old bed. I'm getting ready to weed eat, clean some stuff up, but usually it's better to record before I do all that. You can see the lemon eucalyptus here is getting pretty tall. I'll probably top it soon. I'll top it around here, let it branch, provide some canopy for our beauty berries. We've got the Spanish bayonet there. You can see in the back there's a sugar apple that I planted just this year. That's doing real well. Just pruned up the plum. You see this cassava's back here. Probably need to take that out, but the plum's regrowing pretty well. Did a nice late summer prune. You can see this papaya. This thing's crazy. The chickens love them, but I can say that I am not so much a fan. I don't think Poppy likes them too much either. No, but the trees are establishing back here. We've got the star fruit, the kumquat. There's a kumquat in there, right behind that sage. There's a loquat in the back. It's getting pretty big. And then our little pomegranate up here. These will be pretty productive in another year or so. We got a mango here that was a seedling, and it'll be a while before that's productive, but I'm happy to plant it. It's gonna be time to prune this mulberry soon, but it'll happen all in due time. You can see I've kind of just been letting this area grow. I need to get in here and maintain it. That's gonna be a project for today. Cutting back some of these peas. They're growing into the trees. That's really the only downside of the southern peas. And some varieties don't climb as much, but this is supposed to be one of the varieties that doesn't climb, and they still mound. They're mounted on top of the Panadol. You can see we've been chopping grasses out here. This is one of the more recent beds. This is a roselle bed. And we had zinnias and cowpeas in here that just recently got cut out. You can see there's napier grass around the edges. And then I also seeded in some moringas. There's one of the leftover zinnias. Oh, a couple of them. I guess I didn't do as good of a job back here clearing out, but they're nice to see. But the roselle's doing really well. A couple different varieties in here. I think about 15 plants in this little space. You can see they're planted densely down there, but that's what we want. We want shade. I'm trying to keep that soil covered, keep some greenery above it. But then you can see we got sweet potatoes also that are growing in the bottom of that bed. So we were hoping that the sweet potatoes would grow more around the roselle, but they've found that they prefer to be out here on the outside the pathway. So, you know, still working on that kind of management, but not too bad. You can see this is a Napier grass row here that we did just prune, and we went ahead and pruned up the pigeon peas and moringa that were here as well. This is what I've been doing to the pigeon peas, just straight up in my small space. It makes it really useful, and then when they get too tall, I'll just cut them down and let the seedlings take over. We always have an abundance of pigeon peas and moringa around here now. But this is the banana circle here, and it's definitely come a long way from the video I posted last year, the last garden update. It's quite established. We've harvested 2 racks of bananas, a dwarf Orinoco from this clump over here. We've already cut down the main that fruited, and then we harvested a dwarf Namwa, and you can maybe see the stump that we cut down in there. There it is. We still got our firebush in here doing real well. The pineapple guava that is still growing. We made those flowers, but we still haven't seen any fruit from it. But we do have some fruit up here on the dwarf Puerto Rican plantain. That's looking pretty good. It's a small rack. It's the first rack, but I'm excited to have some plantains to cook. Now the train's out too. It's gonna be great. But you can see we're keeping things cover cropped. We're getting ready to plant out this field here with the first of our fall crop, and then we'll be putting up some trellises over in this field here to do more of the tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers that we're going to do in that other field. But we'll keep our grasses here on the edges. We got to get the rest of this cassava out. It makes a good cover crop as long as you have time, but it is hard to get rid of. It likes to pop back up. So our Napier grasses will regrow. We'll eventually cut the vetiver once we get that other field cleared. And then, we'll establish some more trellises in this bed. I think we're going to do our greens later in the fall into this bed. So we'll be knocking down these cover crops next. And then the last ones to go down will be this bed over here. And that's going to be our onions and our garlic for this year. And all of that produce is going to be going into our harvest boxes, which are for sale on our website, igofarm.com. I'll drop a link to that down in the description. But it'll be everything, from papayas to the plantains, bananas, the roselle will certainly be in there, guavas, along with your traditional produce, vegetables, herbs. And we will try to curate the boxes to be useful together in recipes. So if you're interested in that, you can check out our website. And always, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and check out our other places on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Igo Family Farm also. You can look at our website, but then we also post updates, cooking recipes, pictures of Poppy all sorts of things. Um, check that out on Instagram, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hopefully it'll be a little sooner than this one was. Y'all take care.